I'm gonna hop into a sales call right now. We're about to close it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
What does it actually mean to live a fulfilling life?
I've been seeing your name, Kendrick.
What does it actually mean to live a fulfilling life? Well, to me, it means being in alignment between what I do, what I value, and how I grow. Today in this video, I am sharing the 7 principles of how I plan on living a fulfilling life. These will guide me every single day. I'm not perfect, although I do believe when you have principles that you live by and you remind yourself of them, they can help you. And they're not just some random ideas. I genuinely took some intention to write these down, and yeah, I hope this video helps you today. Let's dive in.
Okay, I've been trying to limit the caffeine intake I have. First step, act like the person that you're becoming, not the person that you're used to be, every day.
First and foremost is faith. This one is really important to me, very intimate to me. My relationship with God is the foundation to everything, right? And when you have this relationship to God, I think it brings so much peace every morning, knowing that I'm living a life of purpose that's fulfilling the calling that God has called me to, because I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing in this season of my life. Things might change, but it feels like peace when everything is chaotic. And every morning I try to center myself and align myself with, bind my mind to the mind of Christ and reflect and see what actions I've taken that have been out of alignment so that I can get back into alignment. And that's not in my will, that's in God's will, because I pray that. And so feeling fulfillment and having a purpose, I feel it starts with having a relationship with God. If you're doing it all out of your own will, is it truly in alignment with the calling that has been placed upon you if you don't have a relationship with God, right? So yeah, if you don't know who God is, or if you don't really feel like you have a relationship with him, maybe just try to seek him out. And there have definitely been times where I feel like I've taken huge quantum leaps. If I had to rely on my own strength to do that, and I didn't have a relationship with God, I don't know if I would have made it through. There were moments growing up in middle school and high school where I genuinely didn't know if I was going to make it, but we did. There have been challenges, there have been setbacks, there have been tears, and there have been moments in the night where I wake up and I cry out for God, and having that relationship is really the foundation for me and everything that builds on top of it, right? And number 2 is health. Treating your body like a temple, right? Taking care of the body that God has given me, and that means nourishing myself with foods that are whole, staying active, prioritizing rest and recovery. And that is, whether unconsciously or consciously, something that gives you confidence in any room you walk into. So I believe when you have taken care, shown consistency and discipline in the area of your health, it shows that you care. So I started weightlifting actually when I was 6 years ago, or 7 years ago now, going into the gym, and I truly fell in love with it. The pain of weightlifting. I'll insert some videos here today of my workout I did. Good morning.
Hot now, Louis when I pop out, lip gloss on popping out, eyes low, stay gassed out, and my man stay masked down, 100 clips, 100 rounds, where my money had to lay him down, pretty bitch ain't no playing around.
And I believe when you push yourself and you experience so much physical pain, you put yourself through it, everything else feels a bit easier. And having a body that can take you from one season to the next, no matter how hard or challenging it is, I believe has what has carried me through to get to where I am today. Not to mention coming into work after a crazy workout, my brain is like so on fire and focused and ready to go. So how do you prioritize your health and your well-being? What is one small step that you can take to improve it? Maybe it's not working out more, maybe it's working out less. The third principle is relationships.
You see my chain cloud, follow that rainbow.
And to be completely open and vulnerable, when I was first building this business, I had to push away a lot of relationships because I was working 6 to 10 p.m., no breaks, going absolutely hard. And I definitely pushed away a lot of relationships, and it impacted my mental health. And I realized, and I looked as I was, my bank account was growing, but my relationships were not. What's the point of all this money if I can't enjoy it with someone, or I can't have a genuine connection with someone, right? And so I feel life is about connection. That's why I love to coach. I love to talk with people. I love to spend my day supporting and serving and creating significant impact in lives of other people. And that is why I think prioritizing meaningful relationships is so key. And it's not, I truly believe it's not about the quantity, but about the quality of your relationships. I'm not a relationship coach by any means, but I definitely have watched a lot of relationship content, working with many relationship coaches, and I found some great things in there. And a lot of it's just about being you, working on you, improving you, and you'll improve your relationships, and you'll learn how to help meet the needs of others too. And just surrounding yourself with quality people who inspire you, who help you grow, who push you, who encourage you and motivate you is so uplifting. I remember in Bali when I was surrounded by some crazy next level entrepreneurs. That is where my mind expanded. And who are the people in your life right now, love? Are there any people in your life that are lifting you up? Can you reach out to them in this moment and thank them and give them just that nudge of gratitude? I'll do it right now with you. Let me text my grandma. Grandma, there she is. Hey, Grandma. Just wanted to say I love you. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, glorious day. Okay. The next one, number 4. Number 4 is purpose. This is an interesting one. This is really, I feel, the driving force behind you do what you do. And yeah, there's some Bible verses about purpose, but it's important you have a purpose, because without one, you're just kind of aimlessly walking through life, and you might easily get sucked into things that are not going to drive you towards becoming better. And so for me, purpose looks like helping others, serving others, showing up as that humble servant when I can. I'm not always perfect, but I want to lift others up. And when you lift others up, other people lift you up. It's like a beautiful ecosystem that we live in. And I just think that when you live every day with purpose, you live a life of meaning. I don't know about you, but hopping on coaching calls with people or helping people on Zoom. The other day I was talking with a client, and Gerald and I were praying over her, and she said I'd never been prayed for like that. And she was bawling, and I think that's just the most fulfilling thing, and I can feel it in my heart. I can feel it in my heart when I'm doing the right thing, right? That is just the best feeling ever. And then the 5th principle, we're getting through it right now, y'all. I know your time is valuable. The 5th principle to living a purposeful, meaningful life is presence. It's how you show up. It's your presence. It's so easy. It's so easy to get caught up in planning for the future. It's so easy to dwell on the past. But fulfillment, I feel like it truly comes when you're in full presence in the moment, when you can give your full attention to someone. Attention is such a rare currency now. It's the most valuable currency. And when you can show up with presence in a moment with someone where they truly need it, ooh, that can impact their life, right? This is something that I try to daily practice is focusing on gratitude, is focusing on how far I've come, is focusing on just the ability to drink water. It's just the ability to have this technology to make these videos, to have, blue light blockers. Like, life is incredible, guys. What? Yeah, just practicing presence, right? What helps you to stay grounded? What helps you to stay present in your daily life? How can you practice more of that love? We're moving into the sixth one. The sixth principle is growth. Learning, evolving, challenging yourself, whether it's reading books, whether it's growing and challenging yourself physically, stepping out of your comfort zone. Growth is so essential, love. If you're not growing and you're staying complacent, are you evolving? Are you living in purpose? That is so important. When I moved to Bali, that was growth, right? When I decided to come to New York City, that was growth. When I decided to start my business, that was growth. When I decided to invest in myself, that was growth. That was growth. And I'm so proud of you, because if you're watching this video, that means that you are growing, that you desire to grow, that you have a deep desire in your stomach. Like, girl, I want to grow and evolve. So I just want to give you a round of applause right now for being here, for watching these videos, and for being in this community. I'm so grateful. You have no idea how grateful I am to have you here. So what is one area that you can grow in right now? Is that your health, your relationships, spirituality? Where is it? Where do you want to put your time? Finally, the last one is contribution, right? Giving back, tithing, being radically generous with a cheerful attitude, right? Whether it's through your knowledge, your resources, just striving to make a positive impact on the world, okay? And this is something that God has really been forming me, molding me in. I don't know about you, but I grew up with not a lot of resources. And so we had to be in that scarce mindset a little bit more. And I find when you are radically generous with a cheerful spirit, you will be rewarded for that. Yeah. And it's the best thing, right? Seeing people smile. It's the best thing. Serving other people is the best feeling ever. And I just want to encourage you, if you haven't done it in a while, to do that, right? Those are the 7 principles I tried to live by. I do live by, and I make it a point to live by. These have all made a difference in my life over the past year or two, and just in my journey towards that fulfilling life. Of course, I'm 22 years old and I'm still figuring this whole life thing out. I feel like I just popped out of the womb, but I'm so grateful to be making these videos. I'd love to hear from you. What principles in life do you guide your life by? Like, share them in the comments below if you found this video inspiring. Stick around, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you.